Much like Donald Trump, we're live. I wonder if anybody watched that amongst our crew. I know they tried to get him dumped off of there.
Of course they did.
At which point I was just kind of scratching my head. It's like, they're not going to dump him. He's going to get too much in the way of ratings. Your voice seemed kind of low. You want to try that? Check it again?
Well, no, it's because I was away from the mic.
Sorry. Yep. Hey, new icon that I can't hardly read. Oh, Air Force unit. Okay.
Yep, it was the 6th. As a matter of fact, it's written on my helmet. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the 6th Air Division 66th Air Force Unit.
Sweet. Are you going to talk about that in the intro?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of cool. I mean, really. I still, what's funny about that is if somebody actually did say something nasty at you and you said, I'll come get you.
Listen, I'm mobile now.
I don't care where you're at. Again, okay, you remembered to flip your pillowcase there.
Yep.
I just like the visual idea of there being just like one of those little blur things like they put on people's faces on like on cops and shit like that. Or better yet, use the Japanese mosaic censoring.
Yeah.
That would look even funnier.
That makes sense.
Is it okay if I drop a couple shout-outs in the intro?
Yeah, no problem.
In the opening segment, because I actually
It's
have...
our platform. We can do whatever the hell we want with it.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to be the only one who does something like that.
Shout out to SP.
No, come on. You think Mr. Rwandan refugee is from SP?
Do you seriously think he plays sports? Let's be real.
Maybe Chinese football.
We get laid. We play football and we get laid.
It had to be done.
At some point in time, I actually need to stop being lazy and go in and actually name all these drop-ins properly. Because when I got the new tablet and I ported over all the...
What are they, just like sound 1, sound 2?
Oh no, it's like some of them are named properly. Like, this one is actually named Sugoi.
Sugoi!
But then this one is TMAYES02.
Yes. I'm sorry if you can hear a dog barking in the background.
I can't hear a dog barking in the background.
Yeah.
It's like
There's only
this
so
one
there's
is
only
actually
so much.
like properly named. Just Law and Order Special Victims Unit sound.
Dun dun. It's called the Doink Doink.
The doink doink. It's like a lot of them just have nothing to do with anything that's happening in the sound. Like
This is very interesting, but stupid.
TVKPSS00.
So you just gotta like remember what they are in your head.
Like, yeah, I know what they are, but it takes me an extra half second to process that that's the sound I want.
Which of course has ruined a couple of drop-ins at some point, I'm sure.
Of course.
It's like, oh, that would have been perfect, but now it's too late. Unfortunately, I did not see Origin Episode 2 yet.
Ooh.
I know, I'm
So
slacking.
good.
I know. I'll check it out. It's just one of those things I hadn't quite gotten around to it yet.
I could say Char Aznable's such a champion, but
come on.
at the same well, no, at the same time I can't because Char Aznable's like a different person.
Right.
Like the dude that he stole Char Aznable's name from.
Right.
So I can't say Char Aznable's a champion, even though the real Char kind of is. But
well, the thing is with that is Origin isn't really considered canon.
yeah, I like to think it is though.
I mean, it can't be though. Really. Because it would screw up the other ones. Significantly so.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready to roll when everybody else is.
Roger that. Give me 1 second. Check.
Wow.
Check.
Didn't you get that memo?
We are all set.
Alrighty.
Okay. We're going to go back to the new regular intro now instead of the one we did last time with the Ava episode. Let me put the link out one more time.
Just in case somebody missed it.
Yeah.
Seriously, I want that globe.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, haha.
Needs to be dusted desperately.
No worries about that. My room entirely needs to have a dust job.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
It gets bad here because it's just so dark in this area.
Okay, beginning now.
Alrighty. Let's do it.
All units, this is Neko 2 in actual, be advised. Initial thermal scans show content that may not be suitable for those who are easily offended or under the age of 18. Break. We're seeing coarse language, dark humor, and discussion of adult otaku media ahead. Listener discretion is strongly advised before proceeding. Neko 2-1 out.
Emergency! Emergency! The massive battleship NTR Radio is approaching fast. Your mission begins now.
Warning.
Welcome to NTR Radio. I'm Tom Enforcer Anubis.
I'm K-Gods.
And I'm VZ Mark II.
And that was your trigger warning. Hey, it kind of was.
I can't say you're wrong. I mean,
I've been waiting to drop that one. That's terrible. It's like those viewer discretion is advised when you're watching something about the Holocaust or something, where it's just like this may the content you're about to see may be disturbing. Not so much C in this case. At least I hope not. I hope nothing is disturbing in the visual department.
Unless people are triggered by airsoft guns. In which case you get to see...
I can think of somebody who is.
Well, I mean, at least in which case you get to see, like, the top portion of this new airsoft gun I got, but that's about it, if you're watching live.
Right. So, how's everybody doing?
I'm good.
I'm fantastic.
I'm doing pretty well, except for the weather. The weather has decided to be, Well, come on, it's November. You know, it's getting kind of rainy and crappy.
Not here. It's been beautiful today.
Blarg. So, what's everybody been watching? I guess we should probably go straight to that.
All right, and then I have some news, but we'll go do that after. Same stuff as usual.
Okay.
I will say I am loving Valkyrie Drive is my favorite show this season.
Yes. I have seen lots of screen caps, to say the least.
Yes, I am loving it. It's first off, it just has the best drawn nipples I've ever seen in a series.
I like how that's a criteria.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes, it's a criteria. It's also great because there's like no, like I don't know, because there's like no, like media attack. Like, well, there's 2 games, but there's there's no like manga or light novel that's based before. So anything can happen.
Is somebody like tapping their desk or something?
Oh no, I was
Not me.
thinking something.
Yeah, because it sounds like somebody's tapping something.
I will, however, let you know, VZ, that the boom of your mic is up around this region right here, instead of where it's supposed to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't have pointed that thing out, but that was kind of egregious to me. Like, normally, if there's like noise in the background, I won't point it out, but like if my mic was over here, like if I was back here, I'd want someone to point that out.
Well, it was just distracting.
All right.
But because I noticed it was sounding weird, so
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? But anyway, I saw that tweet you had with the
Giant.
gigantic woman.
Oh, the attack of the 50-foot lesbian.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Out of context, that just looked bizarre.
Well, not only that,
I'm
but
positive it looked bizarre in context, but out of context more so.
well, don't you know that's the latest addition to the vagina monologues. Not that any of us have actually watched that.
Yeah, I got no perspective on this at all. Sure, it can be the next edition.
And I wouldn't. It could have been there for years, and I wouldn't have known it.
I wouldn't have known.
Right. I've been watching. I'm about halfway through Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm enjoying that more than I thought I was going to. But mostly because I had just seen random episodes of the dub here and there, and it just that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Did you saw a little bit, but you haven't continued on to Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, right?
I'll get to it. It's just one of those things that I'll get to it when I get to it, you know.
All right.
Beyond that, I'm watching Iron-Blooded Orphans. I've caught up with all that.
I started to catch up on that.
Where are you at?
I have not advanced previously. I've not advanced since episode 2.
I'm enjoying it, but the thing is, I could see where someone who's more of a fan of the UC stuff might not like it as much.
I mean, to a certain extent, that's how I'm feeling about it so far. It's good, but it seems like everyone is a lot more pumped about it than I am, which is fine. But
that's the way I see.
I just, it's good to me, but I feel like I'm not enjoying it as much as a whole lot of other people are.
Well, the thing is, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who feels this way, but it's very clearly kind of in the progression of Gundam Wing, Gundam 00, this. In terms of that's the vibe I get from it.
Honestly, I feel like even at that point, I feel like Gundam 00 was more real. I feel like it was more down into the entire geopolitics and all that, and even the designs in 00 felt more grounded to the setting for me.
Okay.
Like, to me, in IBO, the Barbados Gundam sticks out like a sore thumb in that environment. Like not like the environment, like it's not like camouflage and whatnot, but what I'm saying is it doesn't fit the setting and the storyline to me. It's the same problem I had with the Seed designs.
Okay.
The story Seed was trying to tell, it was like the story Seed was trying to tell. I don't feel like the designs worked into that very much.
Okay. Well, in any case, there is one thing I'll say, and again, maybe I'm the only person who thinks this too, but the character that's supposed to be Relina Peacecraft, Kudelia.
Yep.
She's far less annoying.
Yeah, real talk.
Same type of character, but far more likable in my opinion. Although I can't. Oh, definitely. I can't defend that red dress though. That thing's gaudy looking. I don't know. She looks way better when she has like those almost like front twin tail looking things going on. It's hard to explain.
Actually, I was gonna say, speaking of Gundam, I saw something else this week.
Oh.
The second Gundam: The Origin.
Yeah, so did I.
I've got it, but I haven't seen it yet.
So no use in discussing.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to be spoiled on that one. Preferably.
All I have to say is it's so good.
I'm enjoying.
It's really just a continuation of the first Origin in how good it is.
Right. Hey, speaking of Gundam, it's a good time to be a Gundam fan, though.
Oh yeah.
Because if you didn't know, Thunderbolt.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I'm more pumped about that than I was pumped for Build Fighters Try, then I was pumped for IBO. I am as pumped about that as I was pumped for every Origin that's come out since the first one.
Well, I know people are bitching about it. It's just like, oh yay, more 1 Year War. Fuck you.
Ooh, yeah, listen. They could do 1 Year War OVAs from this point until I die. I will be fine.
Yes. Did you see that awesome freaking little picture of them shoving the RX-78 into the water? That shit was funny. It's just like,
you know what? Not even 1 Year War, just UC OVAs.
Oh yeah. Again, I gotta bring it out.
0085.2.
Well, the best thing was when that game came out.
A group of four Zeons go on Earth and start wreaking havoc and get killed because that's what happens.
Right, but were you paying attention when the 0082 thing came out? Like, and people were mad because it turned out to be a game.
Yeah. Like the opening OVA looks really nice, and it would have been cool to see that as a full anime, but it was.
I need to take a look at that.
I still saw the funniest comment about that though. Somebody who was very apathetic about the whole thing was like, "Oh, Gundam 0082, Zeon tries something again," and I couldn't help but laugh.
It's just basically it.
Seriously, how many of these people get away from you?
How many Zeons just didn't get killed in the 1 Year War?
How many Zeons does it take?
And just hung around the Earth's sphere. It's not even like they escaped to Axis with the rest of them. They just stayed there.
Yes, well, this is before Stardust Memory too. So
yeah, exactly. How did Seema's fleet not get shot down? It's been 3 years. How did they not shoot down one fleet of Zeon ships?
I still like, yeah. How many?
There's like 6 Musais. Are we gonna take them out or what?
How many Zeons does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How do you get supplies like that? Like, what do you do when you're a group of like 9 Zeon ships in the Earth sphere when there's like no Zeon ships around at all? How do you handle yourself without getting your entire fleet sunk?
Well, times are tough. Economic depression. They sold off their mobile suits for balls, because they didn't think they'd be fighting anymore.
Oh, the war's over. We don't need mobile suits anymore. Just have a whole bunch of balls. We can buy like 18 of these for the price of the GM. Let's go.
We'll scrap them and sell them and just keep a gun tank just in case.
What about Yo Novus?
I watched Gundam: The Origin episode 2, which was fantastic. And honestly, I haven't watched very much otherwise. Mostly because I've been working with Iyashike trying to get that whole thing set up. And I've been preparing to take my first flight lesson, which happened today.
Mobile suit flight lesson.
So.
Oh no! Wait, Valkyrie light.
Yeah, variable fighter. Getting my Samu Dyson on.
Just don't end up in the situation where we got to play Magic in the background.
Okay, no, I will never meet a one-armed dude on the moon
that you gotta help fix.
fix his mobile armor that I end up having to shoot down because he's bad.
And then there's like one of those, loudspeaker type things like you see in this, not loudspeakers, but one of those ceiling speakers that you see in the grocery store. like when you're walking and they'll be playing some pop music or something through them. Yeah.
Magic. But no, it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
It's real liberating just seeing how close everything really is. So from like southeastern Connecticut, at 3,000 feet you can see the edge of Boston, and in the other direction the edge of New York City.
Right. I gotcha.
It's like, yeah, how far do you think we would be able to see if there weren't all these trees and buildings in the way?
Right, so you got taken up, or?
I flew up with an instructor, so I actually flew the plane.
Awesome. See, it's happening.
Yeah.
In the past, we were joking about having the NTR.
You were joking about having the NTR flying fortress.
Chariot or whatever.
It's gonna be like the Wing Fortress zone.
Just as long as
battery.
So when you have your own plane, is there going to be like, how people have like a girl on the plane?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like, I don't know, someone with a gun that you
Probably.
like?
Charlotte Yeager, maybe.
Yeah.
Just like go to Japan and have them painted on there.
Hey, there's people who like sell World War II aircraft. You can buy a P-51 Mustang.
Yeah.
Hell, there's people out there selling MiG-21 fighter jets.
I saw that.
The
things you find on Craigslist.
Like, seriously. People out there, first of all, I don't even want to know how people acquire fighter jets. But second of all, it's like, you're just selling a fighter jet. Something that used to be a weapon.
Like did it just like crash in their backyard and they're just like, holy shit, our money problems are over.
It's like you can buy a tank, like a legit tank.
I mean, you can't drive it anymore, but
you can drive it places. You can't shoot things with it, but it's like you can.
But I imagine nobody's gonna take your parking spot.
But it gets chicks.
Like, can you imagine somebody like you're just far enough away from somebody you're in parallel to a parking spot, and they're just like, yeah, no.
But yeah, that was enjoyable. Definitely looking forward to further flight escapades.
Very cool. Keep us posted on that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't fly myself, but I've always liked aviation. There's tons of great literature and songs and stuff about it too. So.
Oh yeah, always had a fascination with it, but never really wanted to do anything with that until now.
Didn't act upon it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple of shout outs here. All right, this one
has SP.
No.
We play football and we get late.
Although, it's not completely wrong in the sense of what I'm going to talk about.
Oh.
And hey, and anybody who's listening to this instead of watching NFL play-by-play recaps, thanks. That's not who I was going to shout out to. But the other day I was watching, I think it was Friday evening. Lewd Gamer. I'm not sure if you know who I'm talking about. Lewd Gamer was streaming hentai, all right? And they were all sitting there making commentary while they were watching it. I'm trying to remember what they were showing. They were showing, I think it's called Kuro Inu. That's
part of the panel.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it takes place Middle Ages, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one then. They showed all 4 episodes of it, and they were making, fucked up commentary. How could there not be fucked up commentary when you're watching that? But, a lot of great things. Like, somebody actually asked in there, what happened to those 2 elves? to which the lady in the chat was like, they got wrecked. Which, that was just really funny to me for some reason. And for all the viewers, well, I guess they are viewing it. For all the listeners out there, those of you who are listening to it rather than watching the stream, can somebody answer a question for me? And it's as follows: why is it that when there are dark elves, it's going to be a rape fest? like I've never seen one at an anime where that's not the case.
Hey, you have a point, actually.
Is there some? I'm just trying to get into the world of the creators here for a minute. What did they just lose at D&D a lot, or you're taking out pinup frustration, and it's. I mean, if it's Middle Ages, I guarantee there's yeah, where that's going.
It's like people playing World of Warcraft got killed by Night Elf rogues too much.
Seriously.
Just got really mad and decided to make hentai.
And it gets even more messed up than that because the 3rd episode there's a Loli-esque character.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Right. And she basically gets it from the orcs just like everybody else and so forth. But they have these ginormous fucking they're not what you would call I don't even know how to describe them. They're just fucking look like missiles or something. You know what I mean? And one of them, just jams it in her and it pops the hymen, which is common in a lot of these type of things. But
yeah,
that one's exceptionally gross because it looks like Kool-Aid just gushes and explodes out of her twat. It's fucking gross. And you can see the penis coming out through their rib cage and shit. It's just what? So for anybody that was eating, you're welcome. But yeah, for those who haven't seen it, Kuro Inu. I can't say that.
Ku.
Oh, Kuro Inu. Okay, so that translates as black dog.
Yeah, Kuro. That's just one part of the title. It's got one of those really long light novel titles
that none of us are going to try to say.
Yeah, so everyone just calls it Kuro Inu. Kuroinu.
I like the 1st episode.
I'm having to look
that's not nearly as gross. Yeah. See, VZ heard about that 3rd one. He's just like, okay, I need to write that down. I got shit to watch. So yes, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. The character designs, particularly the 2 elves in question, actually are very attractive. So it's kind of a shame that they're being passed around by these orcs. That's another thing. What is with those noises that those orcs and aliens and stuff make? I mean, it almost sounds like, I really hope this isn't the case, but it almost sounds like they're wrestling with a dog, and getting the growls and noises out of the dog and then putting it through a delay to make it sound like it's just Alien. I really, really hope they're not doing that. Because you've heard things about Japanese porn before.
Oh yeah.
Stuff about putting crustaceans in people, and yeah, I don't want to remember hearing about that. Fucking frogs and shit.
I've seen not voluntarily, but
no, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying I've seen that stuff, but not voluntarily.
You didn't seek it out on your own.
No,
yeah.
No, but it wasn't put in voluntarily either. At least from the... I didn't see it, I'm just going by what I was told. And it's one of those things where, I'm glad I don't hang out on B. I'm really glad.
I spend as little time as possible there, I'm sorry. It's
the other shout-out I want to put down is... I don't know if he wants... I'm not going to use his real name because I'm not. Digit Wombat, who runs... what the hell's that? I completely had a brain fart.
Mission failed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I deserve that. He does various streams about video games and so forth. He used to do these esports kind of commentaries as well. I don't know if he still does that. But he also has Oni-chan no Ecchi, I think is the name of the website.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He has these hentai commentaries he does, and they're really fucking funny. He's commenting on the animation being really crappy sometimes, or just like boobs not moving in the actual direction they should be.
We got to get him on the show.
Yeah. I have connections to him, so I'll definitely try my best to make that happen.
I have connections.
I do send questions to him.
I do. I talk to him here and there. He'll be interesting to have on because not only does he have strong opinions on things, but he's not above making off-color remarks, to say the least.
He'll be a perfect fit for NTR Radio.
Yeah. So, Digitwombat, you're a funny guy. Hope to have you on. And check out his site. Oni-chan no Ecchi.
Okay, before we move on to the second segment, I actually have two bits of news that I want to get to. The first one's kind of sad because a Seiyu died. Yes. She was only 38. Her name is Miyu Matsuki. Most recently, she voiced Anya from Shimonetta.
Yep.
And she also voiced stuff like Yoshino Sensei from Himari Sketch, and
Harumi Fujiyoshi from Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
Yes. And she wasn't a hyper prolific Seiyu, but she does have a bunch of stuff here. She died from pneumonia complications. What's really sad is apparently her last words were, from what I heard, because I go on 4chan, so I follow what people say, and apparently her last words were, if I get better, I want to get married.
Yeah, that was part of her last blog post, I believe.
Yeah, I did see that.
And she had her 38th birthday in the hospital.
Right. I forgot what she actually died of. It was something really rare.
Yeah, it was pneumonia.
Okay, that's not what I was told, but okay.
Yeah, all right. That could have.
Well, I mean, it is not uncommon for how to put this.
Complications due to pneumonia?
Well, no, it's not uncommon for the cause of death of someone to be kind of obfuscated.
That's
just
true.
Because it's like when people say someone died of old age, it's usually a disease related to their age rather than you're just 98 years old and you're dead.
Yeah. You're just a fossil, and now so you're literally on your way to being a fossil.
Your time is just up. No, it doesn't really happen that way. It's usually through some complication related to their age. So it's not always 100% accurate when people report like causes of death like that.
So is it like Carlin when he said that kids, various teenagers, die trying to do the autoerotic asphyxiation thing, and like they fuck up, and then like the parents are just like they had bad grades.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I think that's more from embarrassment than any kind of
Well, yeah, it's like
that's not really quite the same as they died from pneumonia or something like that.
Yeah, or like
if some guy was trying to pull his pud and choked himself, on
yeah, or like if someone dies of suicide, their obituary might say they died suddenly.
Right. Obituaries would probably be more interesting if they were more detailed. Especially ones that are in the Darwin words. I must be the only person who has a sick sense of humor with that.
And the second bit of news is something I've been waiting for a little bit. On my blog, I originally wrote about a manga series that I discovered called what's it called? Oshiete Garuko-chan. I said, okay, they have to make a manga out of this.
An anime.
An anime of this. Yeah. We're all failing tonight.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So we're getting an anime in January.
Wow.
It's I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a short format series, just by the late announcement of this. Also, it's just looking at the manga, it has a very much the feeling of it'll probably be just shorts. But that's fine. I don't care. I'll take it. I'm glad to see it coming. And they haven't said, like, it's not for the winter season, so I'm gonna assume the spring. It'll probably be Bakugan, not Bakugan. The one about
the first time you mentioned that, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the moe and motorcycle thing I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
Also,
saw some images from that. It looks very, very interesting.
Yeah. Also, Sound Euphonium is getting a second season.
Naturally.
Yeah. Also, a movie that's going to be a compilation. I'm going to say right now of the first season. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to avoid any of those compilations of a Kiyoani thing. Any movie that's a compilation that Kiyoani does, because there's no need to see it.
Yeah,
since I already watched. Yeah, they're not for me. They're not for people like me. They're for people who just want like the Cliff Notes version of it. But since I'm someone that watches the whole things
so basically professional anime reviewers.
Ha!
Okay. So into this, I gotta watch everything at twice the speed. Seriously, people do that.
I know, and it's like, at that point, what are you doing?
So everything.
Imagine the Sailor Moon transformations at that speed.
So
that would look weird.
So everything just sounds like the fucking Chipmunks, right?
The
Moon Speak sounds like that anyway.
But it's like, what? Why? I get that it's sort of like I need to get this out as soon as possible, but at that point it's like at that point I feel like it's not worth it to even be in that line of work if you're not going to enjoy watching the stuff by itself
in the intended way.
In the way it was intended. Because if you're trying to review this stuff for a consumer audience, none of your audience is watching this stuff at 2 times speed.
I hope not. Although
there's like 5 people who aren't anime reviewers who do that.
Although I do think there are a couple of DBZ episodes that would be warranted.
Well, yeah, certainly, but that's just the kind of show it is.
Snake Way. or building that spirit bomb.
But it's like, just why do that? I don't personally to me, I think that there should be no reason to do something like that. But I'm just Time Enforcer Nubis.
He's just a time traveler, you know.
I
Someone who actually can go faster than 2 times.
Yeah, exactly. I just travel through time and fly airplanes. That's all I do. I mean.
Yes. So we gonna cut it here?
Yeah. On that note, we're up against the break. Keep it right here on NTR Radio. And we can do this now.
Just in case nobody knows, that was a Crash Bandicoot reference.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I've only watched Crash Bandicoot be played.
Surprisingly difficult toward the end of it.
So one of the
it's
one of the games where Sony tried to make a mascot and failed.
Good try.
I played all 3.
They're fun. They're fun games. I guess he just didn't catch on, you know.
No,
just didn't have the mass appeal.
Just like Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank didn't really catch on as Sony's mascot.
Also Spyro.
Spyro the Dragon.
Yes.
Who remembers Croc?
Croc. Okay, here's the real test. Who remembers Bug?
I remember Bug. I didn't play it, but
Yeah.
I remember Bug.
Bug.
I got another question for those out there in listener land.
Listener land.
Yes. Well, they're not watching me. Is there ever been a good Jurassic Park game? The more I think about it, I was like, every single one I've played has been ass.
The only thing I ever remember about a Jurassic Park game, I don't even remember what console this was from.
That should tell you the crappiness is coming in.
Yeah, just to pin down. Yeah, just to pin down how immemorable this game is. It was one Jurassic Park game. I don't remember what it was for, but when you went in the elevator, it just had this elevator music that was completely inappropriate for whatever was going on outside the elevator. So like, you'd be running from dinosaurs and like zapping them with the cattle prod, and then you go in the elevator, and it's like,
yeah, it's like you're hearing Belinda Carlisle and shit.
That could have been the Sega CD one.
Maybe I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like it was at a friend's house that I played it. I didn't even own the game.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say most games that they base off of movies tend to suck ass.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever play any of those Back to the Future games? The nightmare. The thing is they take ideas from other games and just try to insert, you know, some of the tropes and like cues and stuff from those.
Yeah.
From those movies, and it just doesn't work.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. Remember throwing bowling balls?
I remember playing Reign of Fire for the PS2. Remember that movie?
No.
Exactly.
Well,
you know how the game was.
Here's how bad things have to be for your game to be unmemorable. Pitfall is memorable.
Yeah.
Pitfall. Yes.
It's like you have a choice. You can either be mediocre and immemorable, or so bad that everyone remembers you for all the wrong reasons forever.
Even so, you're still being remembered more than some of these other games.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to knock these old arcade-based games, but everybody remembers Frogger.
Yep.
which nowadays that would be an app.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Reign of Fire is that 2002 movie where dragons attack.
Like New York City and shit.
It's like the modern world. It's like it's
jeez.
2020 England and dragons attack.
This sounds like it's one of those terrible disaster movies like Volcano.
Like it sounds like something you'd see on the Sci-Fi Network and nowhere else.
I know of the movie
made for TV.
Yeah. But that's the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Reign
Okay.
of Fire.
Well, does anybody remember? I saw it the other day. It was actually on TV. I can't believe it was being rerun. The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
That was painful. Just painful. The worst thing was is some of the screen clicks, caps and stuff that, it's, hey, the Sphinx is buried under snow. That's kind of neat.
Whenever.
And then you watch it, it's like, that was the most interesting thing about the movie.
Exactly. Well, it's like Cloverfield. The most interesting thing about that is, the head of the Statue of Liberty gets ripped off and thrown down the street. That's about it. That movie was good to me because it was so stupid. It was one of the few movies I could actually look at and say, wow, this is just a series of poorly made decisions.
So, basically, Sharknado.
It's like, hey...
No, I think they knew what they were doing with Sharknado. They knew exactly what...
They knew exactly what they were doing with Sharknado, but...
Yeah, but let's not pretend it's not, bad.
But yeah, for real talk. But it's like, you are going to... Okay, so when monsters attack in New York City, and you don't evacuate like everyone else is doing, you're gonna go and try to rescue this girl. And when you show up to where the girl lives, you're seeing, okay, it's two buildings. The building is leaning against the other building. That's another bad call. Okay, going towards that is the bad call. So the next thing you do is you rescue the girl and get down, and when everyone else is evacuating, the helicopter pilot is flying low enough for the monster to swat the helicopter out of the sky. It's another bad decision. So it's a series of poorly thought out decisions made into a motion picture.
Holy shit! It's Mothra.
It's like, hey, there's a big monster attacking New York City. We don't know where it's coming from, what it wants, whatever. Let's not fly in a place where it can reach. We know this thing can't really fly, so let's go way up there in this helicopter that can fly.
I would hope so. It's a helicopter.
That
almost sounds like a bad piece of dialogue. Like, let's go in this helicopter. It can fly.
It's like, why would you be that stupid during a monster attack?
Speaking of,
and they don't die until the end. Spoiler: they don't die until the end, but then everyone dies because they nuke New York.
Speaking of monster movies, I've not seen Cloverfield yet.
Keep it that way.
Alright. Don't watch the 2000, the one from last year, that Godzilla.
Oh, that one? I love that one.
Really? I found it really
I thought it was great.
I was bored by it. Oddly enough, I actually don't mind the 1998 one. It's just not Godzilla.
You're like the only person I've heard that's ever said that.
No, I never said. I didn't say it's not a great movie. It's a decent monster movie. It's just not Godzilla. But the one from last year was so boring.
I enjoyed it.
Nah,
especially that last fight where Godzilla just opens the thing's mouth and just atomic breath down its throat. Yeah, I'm on board. Let's go.
Speaking of monster movies, if you can call them that, I always like Tremors because there's a lot of bizarre humor in it. Plus that guy Bert is you Anubis. I don't know if you've ever seen Tremors or not.
No, I haven't.
He's this like he's like this World War III survivalist kind of individual. He's got like gazillions of guns and like bomb equipment and just all this shit, you know. And you got Kevin Bacon and some other people, you know. It's pretty amusing. And then you had
Cube the Third like the new Godzilla.
You had there was another movie called Mosquito.
Oh God, I think I might have seen a bit of that movie.
Let me just say, if you have an unpleasant reaction to mosquitoes, don't watch this fucking movie. They're the size of jeeps flying around.
Yeah, no, it's real talk.
People are fighting them with chainsaws.
I'll be right back. Then we'll go on to the second segment.
All right. Also, there's a scene where somebody goes into a porta potty and doesn't come out.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a scene where someone gets impaled with like the proboscis.
The way a lot of them,
all their blood.
I was gonna say that's the way most of them die. You see them, they look like just like really malnourished and shit. Yeah, it's pretty icky. It's not scary really or anything. It's just I don't know. It's a B movie, you know. Put it this way: somebody hits one like they would a deer. You know what I mean? Just driving down the road and wham!
Okay, I'm back.
Wow, someone on my timeline got blocked by Andrew Dobson just for asking for, hey, can I commission you something?
Yeah, there you go.
I guess I'm not gonna get that commission money. Damn.
Well, like I said, while you left, you missed me telling the story about how in the movie they hit a mosquito like they hit a deer with their truck.
It reminds me of one of the scenes from StarCraft, like the first StarCraft, where they hit the. So they got the Zerg. They're like the xenomorphs from Alien. So they hit one of these things, and they go on and it's like, I guess we ran over someone's dog. It's like, no. It's like, no, Lesker, that's a Zergling, a smaller kind of Zerg. They usually don't come this far out alone. And then they look behind them. There's a whole bunch of these big sloth things that fire spines at people. And like the dude, the dude looks at the sergeant and is like, "I love you, Sarge," and then they get killed.
Yeah. So it's about that time.
Indeed, it is.
To be coming back.
What do we talk about?
I've got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Chaos has this covered.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me make sure I'm recording this before I start it. That would have been galactically stupid. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to NTR Radio. So for the second segment, we got really lazy with the show topic and just decided to do listen. That's why I suggested it. I didn't have anything, so we decided let's do a selection of microtopics.
Microaggression transaction topics.
Yes.
Hey, you were given your trigger warning.
We set the trigger warning. We are set from here on out.
You need like an alarm soundbite, like.
Yeah.
No,
Not gonna
just to
have
like
anything like that.
just to give like a warning, like,
Yeah, they like
and
get a nice airway siren.
just to say like,
Why don't you, better yet, why don't you just play some music from Sonic Spinball? There's a warning for you.
Game's so awful.
Well, no, the music actually was alright.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a Sonic game. The music's gonna be good in Sonic games.
So, okay.
So even Sonic 06 has good music.
So I got a list of stuff. It's actually a third party, and as in I didn't come up with most of it on my own. So it still, I think, will make for some good topics. Talk about incest and anime.
Oh.
This is a great topic.
It's a great first topic. Let's just get right into. Let's ease ourselves into the second segment with a nice light topic like this.
Yeah, no lube required. Okay, I'll throw out my 2 cents on it. Okay, first off, one, obviously it's fictional and fantasy, so anything in it is, of course, going to be pretty much inconsequential. But I think the reason you see it's more prevalent, though, in like anime as opposed to, you're not watching Saturday morning cartoons and, you see that. But I think the reason why is more because, well, like for instance, cousins getting married there is more common than it is here.
Yeah, as many jokes as we make about the South.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, exactly. Alabama. Well, what's interesting about that is even in Tenchi Muyo, there was a little element of that.
Oh yeah.
Because Ayeka had the thing for him.
And magically, no one complained about it back then.
Yeah, I think I did see a slight complaint about it, but nowhere near the level we do now.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it Sword Art Online or something people were flipping out about it?
It was Sword Art Online. It was Oraimo. It was.
No, people wanted other people to flip out about Sword Art Online. That's.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, is people flipping out about Sword Art Online?
Some people
and people wanting people to not like Sword Art Online because they don't like Sword Art Online.
I don't like Sword Art Online, but it has nothing to do with that.
I am completely neutral about Sword Art Online. I haven't watched it and have no desire to watch it. But
That's
you know what? I'm a grown man, and cartoon stuff doesn't really bother me.
So
Sorry.
Okay. Well, all right. So what's your favorite example of this showing up in anime? Kind of try to guide the conversation here.
That's a good question, actually.
Okay, I'll go for. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because most people that watch it are only child.
No. I was asking you. Never mind.
Oh.
I was asking you what's your favorite instance of it.
Oh, instance. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, not like Quaker Oats.
Let me think.
Because you know what, even when I think about all the like the Little Sister anime that I've seen, the Little Sister's never my favorite character.
Interesting. I do think VZ probably has a point in that a lot of people that like this stuff don't have any siblings, and the Westermark effect kicks in.
Oh yeah. It's oh wait, no, I lied to you. Yusuga no Sora.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go.
No, I
Not even
fucked
around the bush.
no, I fucked up that statement, by the way. The Westermark effect is what prevents most people from that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people who don't have that wouldn't make any sense if for that effect to kick in if you didn't have any siblings. I actually do. I have 5 sisters.
Damn.
and one brother. Yep. So the thing is, though, I didn't grow up with any of them. So maybe that has something to do with it. It doesn't bother me. That and it's not real.
Exactly. I can't think of a favorite example for me.
Okay, then I'll go. Swing Out Sisters.
No,
Scoreboard.
I didn't realize we were including hentai in this, but okay.
No, I did that. I did that for effect. And yes, if you haven't seen it and you like hentai, get off your ass.
It's actually really high quality. Like, the animation is nice.
Lots of fun shenanigans as well. Anyhow, no, okay, that was more meant to get a reaction, but okay, normal anime, not okay. Let me think about that for a minute. Maybe Kiss X Sis.
Yeah.
That's actually a nice choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with that because, interestingly enough, I think they had just it nailed down what they were going for.
Yeah.
Right.
They knew what they were doing.
There's no pretense or any of that shit. There's no, hey, maybe something normal or something's gonna show up to where this isn't what it looks like. No. First off, if you start thinking that and you're 6 episodes in, I don't know what you've been watching. So, anybody else want to comment on that?
Despite not them being related by blood,
whatever.
It's still probably the best example of. I will say with Ori Emo that I'm glad that they went with the ending that they did because
they didn't wuss out.
Yeah, because it's
because that's the only ending they could have had.
Well, it's like.
It made so many people mad, though. That was so funny, because these were the same people that were just like, fuck already.
Well, I said, pulling it more emo.
He didn't pull anything, though. The show's named My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute.
But people were saying...
If I'm going to watch a show that mentions Little Sister in the title, I'm expecting the dude to get with his sister.
But people were thinking, that again, that was their initial reaction. Then the reaction is, oh, it's just a funny comedy about brother and sister trying to get. But then nope, it pulls the original attention at the end.
Anything, though. They're just dumb.
If you were surprised by this,
you were surprised by the ending to Ori Emo, you're probably stupid.
You know who's an emoto I like? And here's the thing. I don't really care about this show at all that much. I've seen very little. But yet I'll always pick fan art and such. Mm-hmm. If there's nice doujins, I'll look through. Mikan from To Love Ru.
Ah, okay. This one's going back a little ways, but there's a fan service heavy show called Aika. Okay. And there's a brother and sister villain team that are doing it. Which in the dub, woof. that scene is really fucking awkward. I'll just say that. This girl just this. Well, the thing is, they're not portrayed as young either. They're very much almost entering what we think of as the MILF age. But her moaning in English to her brother just sounds kind of yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like the problem with hentai dubbing.
Yeah, exactly. But also I'm gonna recommend that. It's by Studio Fantasia. It has nothing to do with the Disney title. But I don't know if it still holds the record, but I know it did for a while of the most panty shots in a show.
Ballin'.
I'm sure this once has
nice record to hold.
The camera angles in this thing are fucking ridiculous. They should get some kind of award just for those.
Maybe Strike Witches beat that?
No way.
Or that one, I forgot. Heaven's Lost Property with the flying panties.
Well, yeah, but those aren't actually...
Those aren't attached, though. Yeah, we'd have to discuss what constitutes a panty shot first.
Right. I mean,
And we'd
I
have
don't
to define our terms.
I mean, come on, those have like hundreds of them migrating. Like that's not even a joke. If you haven't seen that, first off, go see it.
Yeah.
It's really nice looking and it's entertaining. But there is a scene where panties are migrating like birds go
like geese.
like birds going south.
Yes, that part I've seen.
It's really funny.
I haven't seen the actual show, but I've seen that. Yeah.
It's worth watching. It's quite good actually. At least I thought so. Okay, so no more ancestral related things here.
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
First topic. Let's talk about incest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Cliff notes.
We need pregnant incest at the end for one show at least.
Do I see a side Idolmaster reference here? Okay. Next on the docket are weeaboos.
It's a much lighter topic.
Yeah, I thought that would be good just because of that. So weeaboos. The thing is, the word is one of those words that doesn't seem to mean what it originally meant.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's used just anybody who likes something that's fucking subbed.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Which is dumb.
It's more aimed at people that want to be expats or something like that.
Yeah, people who idolize Japan.
And don't really know anything actually about it.
Exactly.
Just go Pixie Terry, and you'll have your answers to what the actual of what a weeaboo is.
It's the person who saw Sailor Moon and DBZ and wanted to move there because they thought it was real.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to live in Japan, but I know that wouldn't actually love to go to Japan and work there. You know, there was a point where I wanted to actually work in that industry. Then I grew up.
Ooh. Ouch. You want some prep age for that?
I would like to visit, but only visit.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to live there.
Seriously, you need some ointment for that? Whew. That was Scorcher.
Headshot.
See, I could be sarcastic too.
Yeah.
You didn't think I'm the least sarcastic person, but that once in a while I can.
Every now and again you pull out one of these zingers, and it just comes completely out of left field because it's you, VZ.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay.
But it's like I want to learn about the culture. I want to learn the language. Don't want to live there.
The thing is,
because no.
Right. Well, to me, it would be like being interested almost in a place like Russia, in the sense that you might find the culture and the language and stuff are interesting, but I wouldn't want to live there.
No.
First off, weather. Holy shit. No. I mean, I prefer it a little on the cold side, but no.
Also, everyone's a bear. What? You saw that Family Guy episode?
Yes. Well, the thing is,
they're all bears on unicycles.
Well, you could see Putin riding one though. Couldn't you just see him, like, instead of like riding on a tank or something like that, he's just riding a giant fucking grizzly bear?
Bear cavalry.
Now we're fucked.
Granted, you do think of bears on unicycles when you're thinking of Russian people.
But no, the thing with
person who, and especially when they like down on the West, by simple virtue of them not being Japan.
All Japanese cartoons are better than, that I don't like. You might think I'd be like that, but I'm not really like that.
But
there's a lot of.
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I just don't happen to like the Western animation of now.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean I'm. But that doesn't mean I am, only one way. I mean, because truthfully, anime is the only new media that I'm into. But that's not really because out of some,
It's
Since
not
when was
because
it
it's
new?
not because it's Japanese. It's because you just don't like any other new media that's coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But
it's
I am again. There is that part of me that's really fascinated about stuff from the 80s and 90s that was animated in Japan, even if it was consumed for us, meant for our consumption. There is that part. Mostly because of the technical. It always looked much better than the stuff done domestically. You know, go watch those Batman the Animated episodes.
Yep.
Go watch those episodes of Animaniacs that were done by Tokyo Movie like Tokyo Movie Shinzo is like the unsung hero of like Western animation because they did a lot of stuff for the West.
Okay, back to weeaboos.
Yes, I'm sorry.
The thing is while they can be annoying, they're not nearly as annoying as these fucking people that want to crucify you for liking tits.
Yeah.
I used to think they were like annoying, but because that was that point of where you go to a con and all you saw was like Naruto.
Like karate kicking the tree and the that would be probably more funny if we all haven't seen that.
But honestly, that wouldn't. Those people don't bother me as much as like what you said. The people that are like, Moe is bad.
Yeah, like
it's because they're
this stuff hurts
enthusiastic.
this stuff hurts my feels.
Yeah, and it's because they're enthusiastic, and that I can appreciate. I can appreciate the fact that they at least are enough into the stuff to be like kind of over the top about it. Because you can teach them, you can tell them, hey, Japan's not exactly a place you might want to live. You can tell them, hey, all this stuff that's gonna kind of bring them back down to earth. But the point is that they're enthusiastic, which is infinitely better than a lot of these other people who are just down on the medium so much that they start downing on other people for being too enthusiastic.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like you like this thing too much.
Thing too much. And that's why I can't really hate on weeaboos all that much.
No, the only ones that are really annoying to me are the ones that talk like they have been there or lived there.
Oh yeah, because that's just someone being dumb about stuff they don't know a thing about. But it's like they're not really, they don't bother me because
because they keep to themselves for the most part.
Yeah, and I can't hate on the enthusiasm. Can't.
No,
because that's what drives everything in this fandom.
For sure. Okay, I think that's probably enough said about them.
Weeaboos.
Yes. Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of us jokingly refer to ourselves as weebs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, weeb trash and all that.
Weebing out,
Yeah.
That just sounds funny.
One of my friends actually described Umaru-chan that way. Like, she's perfect outside, but at home she just becomes weeb trash.
And that's why the show is fun.
And you know what? He's not wrong.
No. She also becomes kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
In a loving kind of way.
Yeah, she's a little shit, but I can't stay mad at her.
No. The thing is there's a difference between what she does and someone like Chitoga.
ISA Aragaki.
Yeah. Well, come on.
Also, shout out to Kikaku Cat that bought that Umaru-chan plush.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He was just like throwing it.
Okay, this one should be. These two are kind of maybe not connected, but you could they'll tie in well. All right. Favorite artists.
Ooh. There's so many.
Well, let's keep it a little short.
All right.
Just a couple handful,
Sure,
we're talking about artists.
Too.
We're talking about artists when I say a couple handful. Get your head out of the gutter.
I think you could go first.
Okay. How about I'll just say one, and we'll just kind of go circular.
That's true. Because I think we all kind of have the similar.
Well, not only that, it'll give us time to think.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I know you're big into Satoshi Ushihara.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll start with him.
Yeah.
I've been a fan ever since I first encountered it. First encountered him with Plastic Little, I think. It was pretty much that or Legend of Lemnir.
That's what I remember seeing again. I used to have this great magazine. I had 2 issues called Game Fan. That's also where I learned about Evangelion. And and they would talk about Japanese games and such, and they showed off
Langrisser.
Yeah, Langrisser. Not one, but 2 of them. One was Langrisser, and the other one was Der Langrisser, which was the PCFX one. Which just type in the opening to that on YouTube.
Right. So yeah, he's done a couple of shows. I mean, Legend of Lemnir, Plastic Little. He's also done a really, really fucking good hentai. Front Innocent, which was released under the moniker Another Lady Innocent. I don't know why they did that. But.
He also worked on one of the Cream Lemon episodes.
Oh, that's right. He also does a lot of. I don't know if he still does, but he did for a long time. Did the covers for Comic Tenma.
Yep.
I think he still does that.
Yeah, because they look really nice.
Once in a while, they do bring him into the actual industry, because I know he worked on some Queen's Blade, and if you actually see I think the ending credits, you could kind of look at that and say, yeah, that's kind of his art.
Right. You'll see him pop up in storyboarding or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just key animation or support or something like that. Yeah. Then he's got a bunch of art books. I've got quite a few. I collect his stuff, so. I am a big fan, and yes, he does do all the art for the Langrisser franchise, which is a great series of strategy RPG games if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah. And I am, so if you like Shining Force or something, or Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that, you might enjoy it.
I think the way we should do this is we'll just name an artist that we like from top of our head, then we'll basically go round table.
That was that's what I was gonna do. I just figured I'd get the ball going. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. He's an old school guy. He hasn't done anything in a long time, but I still really like the way his art style looks. Even though it's very, very 80s. Toshihiro Hirano.
Oh yeah, I know that name.
Yeah. Ixer 1.
Okay.
Dangayo.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Right, and if you know anything about these shows, and I've seen all of these,
Vampire Princess Miu.
Yep.
You can see the style he's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very similar to actually another great artist, Haruhiko Mikimoto.
Okay.
Which is, the thing that he'll always be remembered for is Macross.
Yeah.
That guy, but
naturally, stick to one though for now. Don't immediately break idea. Here.
Oh no, but Toshihiro Hirano. I really like the way his character designs look, especially the hair.
I forgot to. I should probably have said something I like about his art rather than just what he did. A lot of people call him the King of the Breast.
Oh yeah.
Kind of understandably so. He does have a way with them. I'll say that. Okay, sorry about that.
It's shiny nipples.
Yes, very shiny hair and eyes too.
Yeah, that's also what I like about Toshihiro Hirano is the shiny hair, and the very sort of small pointed chipmunk noses.
Oh yeah.
A very 80s, early 90s.
Alvin! I'm sorry. That was horrible.
Yeah.
I keep almost forgetting Alvin and the Chipmunks is a thing, and someone keeps reminding me that it is a thing.
They're coming out with another one of those stupid live action movies.
Why?
They came out with more than one? I didn't realize that was a thing that was happening. I could have gone through my entire life being completely ignorant to that.
The second one was called The Squeakle.
Can we get the fail horn?
I don't even think I have the fail horn on this one.
This is fucking worse than an R.L. Stein book.
Yeah.
Just doesn't think the same, man.
Toshio Harano is also not just a great character designer, but I love his directing. The stuff that he directed.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, Dangaio and Ixer. He directed, but he did not do the character designs for Hades Project Zeraheimer.
Right. Right. And the thing is, I know exactly who you're talking about, and the character designs that they come up with.
Yeah. It's almost like a sort of it's like kind of like almost like a trilogy of robot things that he worked on.
Mm-hmm.
He worked on one of the Cream Lemon things too.
Basically, anybody who's Cream Lemon really is a who's who.
It really was. It started a lot of people's careers.
And just so everybody knows, we actually are going to do a thing on that.
Yeah, I will. I want to rewatch all of them, even the ones that haven't been subbed. I just will. I'll because I've seen them all. The only one
we'll just enjoy them bareback.
The only thing I haven't seen that actually I do have the video for it. I believe is the movie from 1986. It was the double billing for Project A-ko.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Come on, pass the 8 ball.
All right, Anubis. Name an art.
Right. Hands down, favorite mecha designer of all time, Hajime Katoki.
Okay.
The designs for the Virtual-On games, the designs for Unicorn, and a whole bunch of other Gundam works in between.
Right, that name pops up a lot.
And what I really like about his designs is that the mechs look like weapons. Like, they look like something the military built to destroy things.
As opposed to the Mathis.
I like, what is it, on his
But
stuff.
even with the Methis, he did the Razel, which is a derivative of the Methis, and it looks infinitely better. So he just makes things look really good.
The what's that thing called? Like all the little markings.
Yeah, all the little tiny details around the thing that just make it look like it's a piece of military hardware.
Right, and that's one thing I really, really love about mecha in general, is I love to just look at stuff and in the back of my head think, somebody designed this.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody put together all these things, like the little pumps and everything moving around, the parts. They call that in their head.
Yeah, like when I look at like the real grade Zaku, and when you move the knee, all these little pieces of armor move out of the way so the knee can actually move. That's what really gets me about mecha. And the way Katoki designs his machines it's that, but they have a lot of personality.
Right.
Like, that's the reason he was chosen to do the designs for Virtual-On. They needed designs that could be really low polygon, but also had a lot of personality, and his just fit that universe.
Well, one thing I really like again about mecha is the Zaku 2. I mean, it's the basic grunt unit, but there's just something great about that design.
It's another thing that it's like, this is a piece of military hardware. As a matter of fact, it was yesterday, I rewatched some of MS Igloo 2.
Ooh, yeah.
What I love about that is it really gives a sense of scale and weight to these Zakus.
Not only that, but people need to understand, before they came up with their mobile suits, that was wrecking everything.
Oh, yeah.
This was basically like having steel versus somebody having bronze.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it just fucked them up.
Just come in and they drive missiles, tanks. And it wasn't until they got their own mobile suits where the tide started shifting. But damn.
Yeah, that was ugly.
These things were monsters. Absolute monsters.
The top brass of the Federation had to have been shitting their pants when those things first came out.
Holy crap! Xeon just landed, and they've already taken this much, and they've got these 18-meter tall giants shooting everything, killing people.
I would say it was almost kind of like the V2 rocket in that regard.
Yeah, it's just this horrific weapon. Just scary. Anyway, continue.
Okay, moving along to designers here and stuff. Okay, I guess I got to go with my other guy, Tony Taka.
Indeed.
Sometimes just called Tony. His designs aren't particularly complicated for characters or anything.
But they look nice.
But they have a style, definitely. You can spot his work anywhere. For those who don't know, he's actually done stuff for the Shining series.
Yep.
In case somebody doesn't actually know who he is. I don't really know any anime people that don't. But at this point, he's done Aragay designs, and obviously anime ones. Yep. If you've ever seen like Genmuken or Sora no Iro, Mizu no Iro, which
Fault.
Or Fault, yeah. And if you haven't seen any of those, go see them.
Yeah.
Well, assuming you like that kind of content. Obviously.
Barrier to entry.
Yeah. If you're not into that kind of thing, you might want to stay away. But I collect art of him as well. I have some doujins. I have this really great art book that has like a bunch of, not really, well, I guess you could say line art and things like that for his characters from Sora no Iro and Mizu no Iro. Yeah. I mean, and they have like the thing where it's got the line art and then you see it in color.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. The kind of like screen cap looking things. It's pretty interesting to see how it looks before it's colored in too. I like a lot of his stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else people might have seen it in outside of the Shining, franchise. I don't really think he's done a lot of.
And now they have figures based on his.
They do.
Yep.
They have one of Miku Hatsune, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, based on his design of Miku.
Right. And yeah, he does doujinshi like that as well of characters. I mean, I've seen some, I think, of even Gundam Seed Destiny. I'll let you guess what character. Actually, it's not. I don't think it was Mir. Actually, I think it was Luna Maria. Again, kind of dorking out here. So okay, I'll pass the.
Back to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, no surprise. I'm a fan of both the manga and original character designer Umi Oki.
Yes.
Most known in the West here for manga Magica.
Yep.
But I will always remember her more for Hidamari's Sketch.
Oh yeah.
That was my introduction. She does actually have another manga thing that she does, but for the most part, that's kind of Hidamari is her thing, and that's actually. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna continue with Non Priori, maybe not, but I'm still continuing with Hidamari, the manga for that here. And I'm not even a big manga buyer, but the next one finally comes out in December here. I just really like the way she draws the girls. They have that wide face, but not even when they're doing the super wide face. Just in general, they have a wider than normal. She also does that thing with like the little hash lines in the eyes. and sometimes by the shadow part of the neck, it's like her kind of trademark.
Yep.
Yeah, I just really like her designed work. I mean, people like to say like, oh, although these things look too like the same, and yeah, there's some that kind of do, but I think there's a lot of ones that look distinctive.
Well, I mean, it goes back to the Swiss Beats dilemma. Is it they're all the same? Is it samey, or is it just a distinctive style? And it's really a toss-up at this point.
It's a little both, but I will say that Umioki's is one of the most distinctive for that look, particular like character design style.
Right, and the two I chose very much have a stylistic thing that you can spot like a mile away.
Oh yeah.
And she definitely does that dure type of like moe girl the best. She just has that down. Although I do like her like tsunderes too, like what's her face, Kyoko from Madoka. Like she definitely.
Kind of a bitch.
I know you hate her. Or Sai from Hitomari. Yeah.
See, Sai is nice. Kyoko just kind of came off as bitchy to me. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, my second pick would be Akio Takami.
Oh, is that the
Ladies vs. Butlers, Kanokon, the Apate anime, the second season of
Makenki?
You do Triage X as well.
Yes.
Good choice because, again, very distinctive. Yeah.
Very distinctive.
Yeah.
They have those like polished apple kind of cheeks and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the. I like to call it like a super Puni Plush style, where he's really unafraid to make the girl sort of how to put this. He's not afraid to make them thick. He's not afraid to give them bigger thighs, bigger on the waist, stuff like that.
Oh, definitely not. Okay. Anything else to add?
No, that's just about it. As far as Akio Takami goes, it's this really distinctive style that just plays to my particular preferences.
Right. Okay. I guess I kind of got to swing back around to me then. The thing is I don't have like any notes in front of me, so I'm just kind of having to go off.
Any mecha designers?
Yeah, I was actually just kind of dinging around with that. Again, trying to remember his name. Boy, that's embarrassing.
What did he do? I might be able to help you.
No, I can't. It's just one of those. It's gonna take me a minute to figure it out. Bad. So I'll just skip that for now. Yuiki Sato.
The name sounds familiar, but I wouldn't know off the bat.
Think basically all the string endo stuff.
Okay. Yep. All right. I know what you're talking about now.
The thing is, I'm not sure if they're male or female.
I believe it's a male. As far as I know myself, I think it's a male.
I think you're right, but if it was to be otherwise, I think it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a certain style that they use. It has kind of a fine quality to it, if you know what I mean. It has a very kind of a slick, slendered kind of. It's hard for me to describe.
Yeah.
If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But they did all those. Again, stylistically, kind of samey.
but it's a good style.
Right.
So it's the same, but you want it to stay the same because it's nice.
Right, and it has kind of a thin. The characters don't look unrealistically proportioned, really, compared to some others. Except for Stretta, for her very obvious reason.
Maybe she's a beast.
Yes, I think that's what they called the manga version, right?
Yep.
Yeah. A couple other things that they did. Did they do Lucky Day?
No, that was Inu.
Oh, that was Inu. That's right. Why did I think that?
I know who my third artist is going to be now.
Ah, bastard. Good choice. But yeah, basically the Stringendo, Accelerando, Stretta, and...
I haven't seen those, so I would have to look.
They came out with a new one, actually, earlier this year, Alargando.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all is very, again, some people would accuse it of being samey, but that's like accusing Onichichi of being samey.
I mean, listen, all right. Minute Maid lemonade tastes the same every time I drink it. It's still delicious.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that, can you? Again, probably a boring choice for some people, but there you go.
Easy.
Yes. I'm gonna talk about my favorite mecha designer, or one of my favorite mecha designers, Mamoru Nagano.
That's who I was thinking of.
I'm not surprised.
That guy is fucking awesome.
The level of craziness that they come up with is just almost unreal.
Yeah, his designs are really, really nice.
What I love is, well, first off, yes, there were like mecha that had internal parts before him, but he really perfected the whole internal skeleton of mecha, that where instead of like it being a car where it's a shell and you put the parts in, it's thought more biologically like a way the human skeleton.
Oh yeah, it's built up from the inside out like a normal machine of that size and shape would be.
Right. And less like an airplane where there's a shell and then you gotta fit all the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Because when you have something with locomotion, it that's in human shape. You gotta think it more like the way human would.
You're forced to build it you're forced to build around the parts that are supposed to move and then armor the outside with whatever you're putting on there.
Right. It's this crazy inordinate. Some really interesting weaponry, and again, it builds off of Gundam and the like, but it kind of like supersedes that, such that getting official merchandise of his stuff is actually very hard to get, because his IP is so tightly controlled.
Ooh, yeah.
Apparently, someone recently from the Mecha Forum on 4chan actually saw the movie that he did, Gothic made.
Yes. I really want to see that.
I really want to too, but he said it wasn't very good.
Wow.
It had like kind of like Flash-looking animation.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised, given that it's only one person doing the majority of.
Nagano's a control freak.
Yeah.
Would you say he's kind of going for the auteur thing?
I think it's that no one's allowed to touch my work, but no one understands my work, but so only I can work. Because you gotta remember his whole thing, like, he did not like that Five Star Stars movie that was made. Now I think that movie's fantastic. That is.
It really is just kind of visual porn.
Yeah. If I have any of you seen that?
I have it too.
I've seen only a tiny bit of it.
All right, it's required reviewing in my opinion. It's. It doesn't actually have as much mecha action in it as, and they took out a part that was in the beginning of the manga that I would have liked there to be, but it's still just, as you said, it's visual porn, not porn in that way. Oh, your friend Satoshi Ishihara worked on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Really? What's up?
Yeah. I love how this is all coming in circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and besides that, the other well-known stuff, he worked on Zeta Gundam.
Yep.
And
That's why the things. That's why the mecha design and things in there are just so fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
And Elgime.
Yep.
Good old Elgime.
Yeah, and also Tomino's. Years later, he made Brain Powered. Try to compete with Evangelion. It's like, I'm gonna make my own Eva.
The sad thing about that is more people remember the intro than they do the show.
Yeah.
Ouch. So, Anubis.
Inu. We did Hatsu Inu, Lucky Day, and all that.
It's all good stuff. Definitely a pro as far as the cuteness thing goes.
Absolutely.
Like,
I want to talk about Moe and hentai. Inu's
Fujino. Holy shit.
Fujino. Shion Fujino. Wow.
Yeah. Super cute Moe.
Adorable.
Yes.
Like, he nails down the cute. He sort of has the sort of Akio Takami quality where the girls look very soft and just basically nails down everything that you would want in like a really nice looking hentai manga.
Right. I own a strange kind of woman.
Yeah, I own. I don't know how many volumes came out, but I own the first two.
Just the first one here, but they were selling it at one of the booths when I was in AX. Anyhow, okay, this will tie in the appeal of Futanari.
Okay.
And that's an interesting idea, just simply for the fact that I know some people that I've encountered personally think it's gay.
I'm gonna be honest. I never got into Futanari, or at least not. I don't know. For some reason, it never hit off with me. I don't have a problem with people that do.
Right.
Oddly enough, I really like traps, though.
Oh, same here.
Okay, in my opinion, the appeal. Well, for one, I think it has the basic, because most of the time, let's be completely blunt here, with Futanari, it's usually either two of them, with each other, or one with a normal girl, and clearly it's kind of like almost taking Yuri to another level or something.
I know, like, subconsciously speaking, I know there was a study done on, like, what men are attracted to in porn.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that video.
I was going to say, there was
penis is actually real up there.
I was actually about to say, there was a study about Futanari. please give me this peer-reviewed journal.
He had a drawing of there. It was a westernized drawing of a Fudo.
Yeah.
My point was, is this in like a peer-reviewed journal that I can look at?
No, it's on a YouTube thing.
It was a YouTube video. Actually, I didn't even see it on YouTube at first. I saw it on Google Video. Remember that?
No.
Exactly. But yeah, no. He was talking about like what attracts men and women sexually. And
right.
when talking about what men are attracted to in porn, it was it was discovered that the penis is actually big up there.
If I had to guess on
that explains the attraction, and whether that's gay or not, I don't know. I don't really care. But
right,
Exactly.
right. Me either. I've never cared what really anybody says about it. But okay, here's the thing. Here's my idea with that though. Since you brought that up, could it be possibly because guys have that equipment? So
it might be.
So it's more relatable.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I was getting at. But in this case, it's like, hey, cute anime girls with ginormous ding dongs, and yes, they always are giant.
Yeah, and sort of just demystifies the whole thing.
They're in some cases laughably so. Futabu. Don't get me wrong, that's not a knock against the show. In fact, it's actually a really fun one.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Though I don't really care for the new character they got that has phimosis.
I know, I've only seen the first episode so far. I need to watch the rest of them so I can incorporate them into the panel.
Yeah, just not very appealing. For reasons that are Anyway, it's I don't know. It's another thing that I think of as just fun.
Yeah.
Which
I don't really think about it too much. I just know that it's nice, and I go from there.
If you haven't seen Awesome Milk Pot yet, you need to. That should be a study in not running out of breath, because that lead role
just
never
stop
stops
talking.
fucking talking. Like, and it's funny because it seems like the excitement just gets just so out of control. It just keeps going and going. Like, oh, this is hot. I think I'll put it up against the pole now. Hey, look at me. Just like that the entire episode.
A mile a minute.
Oh, it was dubbed like that?
No.
No, but that's like the subtitle track. Like, there's no break in the subtitle track.
Oh, no. I've never seen any other anime that's done that, really. Not at that level. It's more for entertainment at that point.
Yeah.
Than any kind of other dubious behaviors. So we all done talking about chicks with dicks?
Yeah. I'm all set.
What? Okay. Here we go. What you look for in anime that makes it good or interesting? Okay.
Reckless mentality.
No, but number one, characters.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter what kind of anime it is, whether it's science fiction, horror, a harem anime, or fan service or whatever. I gotta like the characters.
Yeah, if I don't like the characters, then it just has nothing for me.
Now, when I say I like the characters, that doesn't necessarily mean they're even likable as personalities. They could be total assholes, but that's not really what I mean by that.
They have to be compelling.
They have to be interesting. They have to. Now, I don't know. I mean, that's always been my big thing with anime. That's why certain shows are better, that are in the same kind of field and are similar, are better than the other.
Honestly, that's one of the big things that attracts me to anime in general.
Oh, me too. Because regardless whatever type of show it is, the characterization is quite a bit different.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that started, at least the stuff we see now, definitely from Evangelion, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You started to see a lot more kind of introspective, kind of like soliloquy kind of stuff, People kind of talking to themselves more, and I mean, obviously it happened before that, but
well, yeah, but it got big after Evangelion. Like everything Evangelion did, it made big.
Right. It started creeping up all over the place after that. More talking heads and things like that.
I mean, past characters though, what really gets me, what really can make or break an anime for me, is the art style and like everything that goes into that, the character designs, the mecha designs if it's a mecha anime, the setting design, all that.
There's a reason why why none of us like Aiken.
Exactly.
Other than it's bad.
Yeah.
Like it's bad even for what it's trying to do.
Yeah. But
you could laugh at it.
Yeah, you can laugh at it, and it's like Divergence Eve, where
well, to be fair,
the character design just doesn't match the setting or the setting design.
What's the over/under on those originally being hentai designs?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could totally see it. A lot of people don't know, but some of the Hellsing designs actually were. Like that Father Anderson character supposedly was, which I know that's fucking creepy. If you've seen Hellsing at all, you know that's just like.
Well, you know what? It sort of makes sense looking at it.
What, that he looks like a creepy rape monster?
Exactly.
Except he's a priest. But hey.
Yeah, details.
No. He's a Catholic priest, so that's kind of normal, right? We just lost some followers.
There goes all the Catholic audience.
Yes. They hung around for the elf rape humor, but you know, once we started talking about priests, that was a no-no.
But yeah, when the designs don't really match the setting or what's going on in it, it turns me off. Like that's my problem with Seed. That was my problem with the second Gunslinger Girl series. The first one really matched the setting. The second one went for this entirely different art style that just was inappropriate for what was going on in the show.
Right. Yeah, it made them try to look too cute.
Yeah, it made them. It tried to make them look like harem anime characters when they're supposed to be out here murdering people for the government.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Oh, can I go?
Do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way about characters, but the other thing I go for is something that gives me fodder for art.
That's a good point. Like I can't necessarily relate to it because I'm bad, but
there's something I watch it and it has the potential for art fodder for me, and also merchandise fodder that I want to buy figures from.
Oh yeah,
that's the other one.
Right. Interesting. I mean, again, that makes sense from your background, I would say.
Yeah.
It would be like me saying, well, music can be an interesting topic too, because stuff that's out of place, you know, can kind of make something just unpleasant.
Magic.
The roads all lead back to magic. No, I give you
black time magic.
Black time magic. I don't want to know what that is. I'm just going to assume it has nothing to do with pulling rabbits out of the hat.
Can you feel the poopy?
Oh, ooh! I got solicited on Craigslist. No. That's disgusting. Actually, what's really funny about that is if you go to like Otakon or AX or anything, the Craigslist like personals.
Oh yeah.
Like, get yourself your favorite candy or popcorn or whatever of choice, because that is some funny shit. Like there'll be like 42-year-old guy, ex-Marine, looking to hook up with cat girl. That's, you know, teenage cat girl or something. It's like, what?
Hoping for the best for you, dude, but I don't think you're gonna succeed.
And the fact that this is public is guaranteed people are going to be snapping pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Evidently, like, con orgies are a thing that happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this isn't a joke. Con orgies.
When has this been happening and where?
Apparently, it's been happening for a while everywhere, and I just didn't know about it. Because naturally, these aren't the things that are going to be like everyone knows about. Because you don't want you know, you don't want the beatest dude at the con showing up at the orgy, but
can you just
apparently these are a real thing that do happen.
It's just like how does that conversation even start? Like, or like the people in the rave like just flailing around their glow sticks.
Honestly,
and they're just like, hey,
I understand. Like, it's not even the rave people who put these kinds of things on. It's like the least beat people at the con, like the most upstanding people, most responsible people actually put these things on.
What, like security and shit?
Well, no, not like security, but like actual grown-ups who understand all this stuff.
I'm just there's a part of me that wants to know if there's bizarre secret handshake shit going on. Like just so I can be an observer. It's just like, they're going to the orgy.
You gotta go like this and this and this and this. No, you gotta do ninja signs. You gotta do
like the Naruto ninja signs, and you gotta do it in the right order.
Yeah, exactly. But where did you pry this information? I'm curious.
So there was one thing a while back. I don't remember where it was. I think it might have actually been on Craigslist. And it was a Toho orgy. I forget which.
I have no words.
Yeah, it was a Toho orgy. And then there was one article on Go Boyano where the author recounted their experience at a con orgy.
Con orgy. Wow.
Okay, guys, let's go to look into this.
Well, it's just one of those things where after you've been to a con a while, you're just wondering, wow, how the hell did I not know that was going on?
It's like, but here's how you know it's on the up and up. You didn't know what was going on before now.
Right.
So
well,
they're not just out there. It's not just out there. Oh, you're going to the orgy? Could
you imagine that though? Like you're just sitting there, like sitting there with refreshment, can of soda and I don't know, some Pocky or some shit, and somebody just kind of comes up behind you and taps you on the shoulder.
Bottle of Barmanase.
It just like taps you on the back. Sure, you look like a horny bastard.
You got to get the special handshake.
Yeah.
It's like you've been chosen. You've been selected.
Yeah, it's like the Men in Black level shit,
Well, no, it's like there's like a whole underground community for this kind of stuff. Where if you're wearing a certain kind of bandana out of your pocket, it's got to be the left pocket or the right pocket, and it's got to be a certain color. Tells you're up for a certain kind of thing. It's like it's really underground. And
it's secret, almost secretive, I imagine.
It's got to be due to the nature of the whole thing. But it's just really, it's the kind of thing where you don't know, but as soon as you find out, it sort of makes sense.
Right. It's one of those things like when you said it, it threw me off a little bit, mostly because I didn't know it was going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because I'm surprised. That it's occurring so much as I didn't know about it. I don't know. I mean, I can't even really articulate my thought on that. It's just like, hey, there's con orgies. Okay. Cosplay just went to the next level.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not going to be showing this on TV. Although I've got the whole... Since you just said con, though, I'm imagining cons that aren't anime, though.
I'm positive they happen at cons that aren't animes.
Oh, I know, but I'm thinking of like...
listen, furry cons.
I was gonna... You're still not going the direction I was gonna go. I'm talking boring shit like tech convention, like where people are just talking about the
collectors convention.
like people are just talking about boring ass new iPhone technology or something, and then like hey, you going into the Apple round room? What the fuck is that? You'll see. Okay.
How did we even get on this topic? I know it's my fault, but I don't remember the segue that I used to get us on the con orgy topic.
Whatever it was entertaining. So.
Anything else? Or
make sure to wear a rubber. That's all I'm gonna say there. And don't fuck anybody in a Chewbacca costume. That's just common sense.
Unless you're at the furry con.
Yeah, but seriously, who wants to hear? Oh, you know. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't do it. I totally failed. But
how many more micro topics do we have?
We got 2 or 3, depending on if you want to go through some of these or not.
Pick one, and then we'll finish off on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Opening theme songs.
Second Zeta Gundam opening.
Right. Okay. Go kind of around and like we did with the artists and just pick a couple. You know.
Yeah.
This could be fun because we don't have to go into too much detail. All right. I really am a big fan of Men of Destiny.
Yeah.
From Stardust Memory. I get pumped every time I hear it.
It's recent, so I know I feel like I should have more time for Let It Sit, but I really, really, really like the opening for Valkyrie Drive.
I don't even remember it.
I think I skipped it.
Oh.
Ouch.
Okay.
No, that's just average for me. I usually skip the opening. Like, the opening that I don't skip is the good opening.
How about an example? He's on the spot. He can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Come back to me.
Okay, I guess you want another... Oh, no, well, no, you go. Okay, guys.
Alright, oh, I can't believe I'm gonna do... Fucking Colors. From Code Geass.
I enjoyed Colors.
That one I don't know. The only one I'm vaguely... The only opening I know of Code Geass is the Jiban Woo one.
That's that one.
Oh, yes. That one? Okay, because I only remember that because of fucking 4chan.
No, it really does get stuck in your head.
Okay, I have one now.
Bring it.
Opening to Steel Angel Kurumi 2.
Huh, that was not what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah.
Only recall the first one.
Right, so the opening to the second one is sort of... It's the same like lyrics and stuff as the first one, but it's a different sort of song. But and this might just be nostalgia, because Steel Angel Kurumi 2 is one of those anime that I watched, like, get up at 6 a.m. and just watch anime on demand until it's time to get ready for school. So I used to watch that show, and I loved that opening.
Mm-hmm.
Openings. The Elgheim, the first. Well, actually, both are really good, but I'm gonna have to go with the first. Just a little bit more. The first opening for Elgheim.
Oh yes, the one with the altered voice.
Time for Elgheim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Heavy metal. Yes.
Yeah. It almost sounds like a transformer or something.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, I'll throw out another one if anybody's interested.
Do it.
Sure. Flash Your Dream from Burn Up W.
Ooh,
that one I know the anime. I just not familiar with that opening.
Yeah, I really like that one. I actually had it on a mix disc I made that back in the early 2000s.
The English opening to Dominion Tank Police.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very good. Let's see. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to admit this. All right, Toei Gundam. Come on, you can't resist it.
I like.
I'm not gonna lie, I skipped that opening too.
It's too corny to hate.
The original Gundam. I was thinking of. I thought you said Turn A Gundam.
No.
Oh yeah,
It's Fly Gundam.
Yes.
It really is too corny to really hate it.
I love and here's the thing. Like, I'm a fan of the first series. And I only seen a tiny bit of the second one, and I'm not as into that second one. I'm talking about Machine Robo. But I'm actually love the opening for the second series that they did in 1987. Best rap in anime, even though it's more like rap and J-pop, maybe J-rap.
J-rap? What the
J-rap. I said J-rap. I said J-rap. If that's that's a great opening. Just Google that. Just go into YouTube and you'll know.
Right.
Let's see. I'm looking through got this list of openings I have on my iTunes.
Oh, okay. Here's one that surprisingly none of us said yet. What I Can Do from it's the first Strike Witches opening.
Yeah, I skipped that one too. My standards are really high. You gotta understand.
No. I was about to say, aha! Somebody who was complaining about people watching things at twice the speed is skipping openings.
At least I'm not consuming the content in a way it was not meant to be consumed.
Okay, I got.
I'll watch the opening once, and then if I really like it, I'll continue on watching the opening every episode. But if it's the point where I like it, but I don't really like it, I'll just skip it every time.
Well, the thing is,
I'll watch the Zeta Gundam opening every time, because it was like the animation was that good and the song was that good, and it really got me in that zone to watch Zeta Gundam. Well, but like the double Zeta Gundam opening, Anime Genai, that's cool. I understand it's not anime. Skip the opening.
You don't like Silent Voice? Silent Voice.
I haven't gotten to Silent Voice yet. I do like that song, and I do like that opening.
I haven't seen Double Zeta.
I'm probably not going to skip it, because I skipped the first Double Zeta. I skipped the first Zeta Gundam opening, but I didn't skip the second one. So
okay.
I'm probably not skip Silent Voice. It's a nice song. It's a nice opening, but I'm skipping Anime Genai. It's a good opening song, but I don't need to see it every time.
I was actually going to say, because a lot of openings tend to have really neat animation, though, so skipping them has always been kind of an oddball thing for me.
Okay, I got one. Real Love from the show Ichiban Ushihiro no Daimo, or Demon King Daimo.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. The show's not... It was an okay watch one time through. It was an okay harem thing. I watched it based on the fact that 4chan wouldn't shut up about it, so I'm like, all right, let me see.
Watching something based upon any...
Watching something.
Yeah.
No, sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. It's an okay one time through. I have a feeling that you would like it, K-Gods, because it's similar to High School DxD.
Again, another show that has absolutely no pretense on what it is.
But the opening is so good. It reminds me of, like, the Go-Go's.
Yes.
Yes, it sounds like that. Oh, no, it reminds me of the song. Actually, it has a similar beat to, the song, We Got the Beat.
Yes.
That song.
Or the other one, Vacation. Na, na, na,
I hate that song, too.
It sounds exact. It has the same exact, like, beat to that.
No. We Got the Beats. The thing I can remember most about that is those fucking Kids Bop commercials.
Oh, yeah.
which pretty much ruined everything they actually were trying to do.
Oh yeah.
Walk Like an Egyptian. I just, a lot of those songs I didn't like to begin with. So
I got another one. Feeling Heart, the Two Heart opening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's another one that might just be nostalgia, but even to this day when I watch Two Heart, I gotta watch that opening because it puts me in the absolute correct mindset to consume Two Heart.
Okay.
I need to see. I saw one episode that came back in, oddly enough, with Otaku Video. Not Otaku. I almost said Otaku Video.
Otaku USA.
Otaku USA. I need to watch it all one day. At least the first series.
Nice.
The first series.
Like it's just like this, the cute moe harem sort of romance anime kinda. Like it's just this just lighthearted, romantic sort of this fluffy anime.
Yeah.
Almost Iyashike.
I just go ahead and throw this out there since we did mention some Gundam stuff. I also really like Shine in the Storm.
Same here.
From 8th MS Team.
One where it's the song and the imagery that goes along with it.
Yeah, you got like the cigarettes and the bullet, magazines laying there, and the parachuting.
Parachuting Gundams in.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm having a fucking cannot remember his name right now. The one with the girlfriend, B.
Oh, friggin'.
Why can't I remember his name? You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Him manning the gun.
Yep.
While cruising around, yeah. And Kiki trying to get the liquor. That always kind of made me smirk a bit.
Let me see. Great openings. I've always been a fan of all the Hidamari sketch openings.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one in particular, it would probably be the second one.
Mm-hmm.
The second season one.
Mm-hmm.
Washoe Days. Especially the part where she goes, where you just see, go, umide, and then she's like this.
I'm trying to think of some older shows.
Yeah.
That I can kind of ply the depths of. Everybody knows the Evangelion.
Naturally.
Cruel Angel's Thesis, yeah.
You Get to Burning, the opening to Martian Successor Nadesco.
Also a very good one. I'm glad you mentioned that. I had that on that same mix that I was talking about earlier that I made.
I fucking love they're both good, but I mean the first one is good, but the second opening to Dan Cougar is so like glorious, and it is so like 80s and that glossy style and that I talk about, and it just it just feels like that time. Yeah. Okay.
And now we got to go with Rock the Dragon. No, I'm kidding. That's horrible.
I have weird, I actually like the Americanized DBZ music. I know.
No, I can't do it. That's like being stabbed in the soul.
I know, but
very slowly. I actually was gonna make a worse joke than that, and was gonna mention the Captain Planet theme.
Yep.
Which, wow.
The less said about that, the better.
What? Yeah. Ouch.
Let's do one more.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, one more. Okay. Well, that was actually all of them I had.
No, I mean one more, like a round of openings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Someone else go first. Let me think about that for a minute.
Let's see. What's another great opening? again, recent, but it's one that I've been playing over and over, like just watching the opening. Himoto Omaru-chan. Again, it just sets up the comedy that the show's gonna have, and again, the dual nature of how she is on the outside, where she's like all proper, and it changes the tone of the song, and then the inside, and it's like the all goofy, and she's on top of her brother, and
you know what the best part about that actual song is the fucking Mario death music.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who spotted that when it was, and I was just like, that's fucking the death noise.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because that's what it kind of is right before it starts going to the more kind of like waltzy part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I got one. I really like the opening theme to Shimonetta a lot.
Oh yeah.
That one got stuck in my head for a while.
Yeah.
So did the ending, for that matter.
Yeah. Same here. The Nekomimi mode.
Yes.
Like it for some reason I just can't get enough of that song. It was my ringtone for a while, actually.
I'll go ahead and point out that the Strike Witches theme actually is my ringtone.
Nice.
And for my alert, like when I get texts or something like that, is the new type noise.
Right. I like the opening for the second season of Yuri.
Right. I still need to watch it. So.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
In any case, we are right up against the break. Keep it right here on NTR Radio. Let's see.
I'm a little disappointed in the fact that we didn't have people actually like last time.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know why anyone didn't tweet or anything.
Yeah, it seems a little odd.
We do have people in the chat.
Oh.
I always forgot about that at the last.
We do. How come you didn't mention anything?
I mentioned a couple. I mentioned some of the stuff Cupid III said.
Okay. Well. Again, I can't see it, so I didn't actually know.
Here, let me take a look. Oh, of course, have the music. Music.
Yeah, you got to mute it.
That is very loud.
Holy crap. The audience is now filing a class action suit.
Yeah, exactly. Class action lawsuit against NTR Radio. They can take all of the no money we have.
He's just like messing around with the volume knobs over here.
Well, no, that was from BZ's end. Yes. Open the video right on the point where I played it really loud.
Let's see.
Remember Google Video?
Yeah. No.
No, I do not. Boycott Spyro. See, I wish I'd have known about this.
Okay, so for the reference, from now on, I'm going to do it in such a way that we have the chat.
Oh?
What you just heard, that was the trash on the computer. Forgot that you would hear that.
So okay.
So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna do it where I'm gonna set it up in the same way I did last time, where we actually have the chat on the side there.
Okay.
Okay, we currently don't have any mail, so if anyone wants to come up with something, or we can just finish off those microtopics.
We could we could break out the karaoke.
Yeah, that's a thought. How about we finish up the 2 microtopics?
I'm with VZ.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to that.
Okay, I do got a couple others though.
Okay.
Must have skipped them.
Ready.
We'll do like anywhere from like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to NTR Radio. We have no mail. Continuing microtopics.
Yeah, you fuckers, you didn't mail. Nah, I'm kidding.
No one loves us anymore.
Mad at our audience for not sending in mail.
We never get any hate mail though. That
You
means
know what?
people love us.
Yeah, exactly. That means everyone loves us and nobody dislikes us at all.
Right. So, yeah, there you go. So, okay. Anyway. All right. Talk about different memes anime has created.
Hestia
Okay.
string.
Yeah.
Hestia string, yeah.
As far as recent ones go, yeah. Certainly. Although it's really weird because the fanboying and fangirling over her has kind of died off.
Yeah, it kind of petered out.
Which, you know, kind of bums me out a little bit. I actually did like her character design a lot. So much so that I can't believe I'm admitting this on the air. So much so that I actually have a script where I have her as my Google image every time I go to Google.
Oh yeah, I actually need to do that with my Google. I used to have that, but I
basically you just get the Grease Monkey extension, and then you can. Well, you don't have to use that, but that's what I used.
I gotta look into that.
Where you can kind of put the script in there, the Hestia script, and it'll be there every time you go to Google.
I think I'm gonna do that.
I did. Again, shout out to DigiWombat for showing me that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so every time I go to Google, I don't see whatever lame-ass, holiday thing they got going on. So, okay, other memes. Gary Oak.
Gary.
That's a blast from the past, right?
Gary Oak.
Motherfucking Gary Oak.
10 years old, riding around in the car with freaking cheerleaders.
That was a really funny meme though, because it was everywhere.
Oh yeah.
It just and the comparisons were always the funniest ones. Another one is Dio from JoJo's.
Yep.
That one's been popping up a lot. Yeah.
Well, that was there for years. That was there for years.
Well, yeah. When I say popping up, I mean in my timeline.
Right.
You thought it was me, or you thought it was insert thing here, but it was actually me.
Actually, the thing I knew about Dio was the thing with the steamroller.
Yeah.
Right. I remember when Faku had that the someone one thing on incoherent babbling.
No, because they don't go on that board.
Yeah, that was annoying as shit.
It's like the B of Faku.
Except, not really. It's nowhere near
as close as Faku gets to be.
Yeah, well, no, it's IB.
Cube the Third mentions morning rescue.
Yep, that was a thing. The pregnancy test.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That was fantastic. I still have a couple of those. Miku, the RX-78. That one cracked me up.
Oh, I know it was a good meme from last year. The one, the one where it was based on an interview that was going on during and it was snowing.
Yeah, the snow one.
Yes. And the girl was they were interviewing a couple and the girl was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh, there were a ton of.
Are you referring to the?
It was all over PixIV.
Oh yeah.
And there was one. There was it was I think it was Camille and oh no, it was either Amuro or Camille and Char when he was Quattro.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of them.
Right.
Yeah. You don't remember this one? You
Mm-hmm.
remember this meme? All right. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to think of some other ones. I mean, I saw some image macros that were kind of floating around a lot. There's that Higurashi one, where it's the blood splatter.
I kind of had a new creation of one that kind of took off, in the sense that Gochi Usa, the coffee and green tea.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where I'll see on a thread and they'll do the coffee written in green tea.
Mm-hmm.
VZ, making your memes.
Yeah.
It's 2014.
It's meme delivery.
Meme delivery. It's just like pizza. You call a number.
It's hot, fresh memes.
No, they're dank memes.
I don't get where that came from.
I'm actually looking on Know Your Meme, so to refresh myself.
Right.
It's a good call. I should probably do that, but I'm not going to.
Just the gazillions of Haruhi jokes.
Oh yeah.
He was making fun of Chihaya's flat chest meme, like slanderizing that. If we're gonna use
Okay, I got one. The balls are inert.
The balls.
Oh, you have to fill me in on that one.
That was Piccolo.
Yeah.
From Dragon Ball Z.
DBZ. The balls are inert.
The balls are inert.
Oh, I got one. Anime was a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Miyazaki and his. I want our country to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Kind of thing.
Please buy my movies.
Anime was a mistake. It's nothing but trash.
Okay. There's one. It's not new by any means, but there was of course the Bright Slap.
Yep.
Most people have seen that one.
Bright Noah's just he just can't catch a break, can he?
No,
by Double Zeta, it's like, man, listen, I'm a grown ass man.
And I've got this fucking chicken on my head.
This is the third time I've had friggin' a whole bunch of children on my spaceship. Can we just take care of this, please? It's like 3 times in a row, this dude has had to deal with a whole bunch of children running around on his spaceship, and he's got a wife and kids.
No. Even more miraculous is he survived Tamino that long.
Yeah, like he survived all the way up to Unicorn. It's like
holy shit balls.
Do we know
how is this guy still alive?
Alive in that point? Ooh.
I have 2 more, and then let's go to the next topic.
Yeah.
Leak spin.
Yeah.
The bleach one. All right, and the best one of them all. Don't watch an anime called Boku.
Aw, really?
Yo!
Or just in general, when someone can you tell me some good animes, and you tell them Boku no Pico.
Yeah, that is a.
Which actually is a good anime.
I like it.
Not ironically.
No, that's very much a Chan answer there.
Watch an anime called Boku.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and of course we have just as planned.
Naturally.
Oh yeah. And the various Lelouch, Gias I type, my favorite one was the parody of the Yes We Can. When it says yes you will. That's fantastic. Okay, that's actually all I got on here. So if anybody else wants to kind of take the reins here.
I got nothing.
Okay, Wolf.
Look for Galco in January. There.
Okay.
That's VZ's micro topic.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
it's
one.
It's a micro topic. It's a nano topic.
Garu sluts that are actually pure. There.
I got one for you. Okay. The last time you saw a hentai moment that made you just scratch your head and kind of go, what in the fuck am I looking at? It doesn't have to be anime. It could be manga as well.
Honestly, nothing beats Shintaro Kago's stuff.
Oh, okay.
to be really real, I mean, when you get to the one where they're explaining communism, it's like, you know what? Sure, okay, Shintaro.
Oh, I need to look at that. I need to look at that one. That sounds hilarious.
It's one of his funnier ones. I was about to say it's one of his less disgusting ones, but to a certain extent, I mean, it's Shintaro Kago's stuff. When you get to the stuff where it's like there's a substance that just gets stuck under stuff, and it's so disgusting, no one wants to lift it up to look at it, so the girl saws her own leg off. It's like, you know what? Okay, I'm all set. Shintaro Kago, you're a good artist, but you know what? I'm not going to endeavor to understand this any further than I already did.
I still think the most out there one that he did is the constipation one.
That's certainly one of his more disgusting ones. I actually got a friend of mine was in the panel, and she actually said she came close to throwing up when I got to that point.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
He was pretty much gnawing on her own asshole.
Yep.
Trying to get it out. And
like a dog,
Yeah.
They open up the other girl, and it's petrified at the end of her colon. It's like it's not.
And the last panel is a thing for a laxative.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is this stuff is so outlandish and absurd. You almost just have to laugh.
Yeah, that's why I came up with the panel. It's like this stuff is so weird and out there that the only response is laughter.
And then there's the other side of it, that it really is almost too disturbing to even laugh at.
I mean, there's stuff I took out of the panel that was just too disturbing to even laugh at.
I looked at the manga for
like summer decapitation ritual.
I looked at
know if I know about that one. I know. I have graduation and beheading ceremony.
That's what I was probably thinking of.
Yeah, no, that one's in the panel.
Oh, I had a feeling that's fucked up.
I looked at Girl in Concrete.
That's the one that I took out of the panel.
Because that's based on a real.
Number one is based on a real story. Number two is just this chronicle of this woman getting just assaulted. And you know what? Cool in the gang, but it wasn't generating laughs, so I kind of it's one of the apocryphal parts of this panel. I kind of mysteriously just took it out.
It's like the apocalypse of Peter. It just disappeared.
It's too real.
Yeah, it gets a little bit too real.
Yeah.
We can do that, but we're gonna go and like we're not trying to get too real because we're talking about like petrified doo-doo at the end of people's homes.
as opposed to elves being shish kebabbed by orcs,
yeah, exactly.
and being turned like rotisserie.
Like we're going from like stuff like Ale Maniacs and Ogenki Clinic into it's something based on a true story. It's like
your other anime panels talk about the intrinsic value and the history of the and you talk about petrified.
in the world of anime panels, there exist two separate yet equally important groups. The panels that actually have some insightful shit to say about anime.
And the other ones that talk about the Alaskan pipeline.
Yeah, talk about petrified doo-doo at the end of people's colons. This is the latter. I should actually incorporate that as part of my panel.
That would be fantastic. Holy shit, that would be funny.
After Shintaro Kago stuff, after stuff like that, after like Usika Vaita's stuff, I don't really look at stuff like anything in era anime and go, that's really weird anymore.
Yeah,
instead of that reaction, the reaction is that should go in the panel. Speaking of which, I'm playing through I played through a little bit of the demo for the Euphoria game.
Oh, I was just thinking of Euphoria.
Oh yeah, that's going in the panel.
Oh, I bet. Is that the one with the eye socket?
That's the one that's like.
That's the one that opens with Homegirl getting electrocuted.
Right, but
that's the one that's pretty much like you could tell that they were inspired by the Saw movies.
Yeah.
It's like animes. It's inspired by things like Star Wars and Blade Runner and Harry Potter. What else can we be inspired by? Yeah.
I was actually thinking of
what?
A Clockwork Orange.
Where's my anime that's inspired by the Human Centipede?
Keep waiting, please.
But in this version, they are actually like they just mutated together into one beast. Okay.
Chicago, you have your next job.
All right, not surgically sewn.
Disgusting.
I want they are biologically one entity.
No, but there was I don't know which one it was, but I remember reading about it somewhere, and I think it might have been I don't know if it was Euphoria or not, or it could have been something else, but there was apparently a scene with the eye socket.
Nice.
It is exactly what you think of. You're thinking. Yeah.
In any case, that's the show.
And you too can be a pirate. Yarr!
The email address is ntrradio@gmail.com. The website is she'slostcontrol.net/ntrradio. Check out VZ's stuff at vzmk2moemekigatai.wordpress.com.
I took some fun photographs for Halloween.
You know what? Halloween just like came and went for me. Like I hung out with some people. That's it.
I don't do for anything for Halloween really, but I was like, you know what? I got a Saturday. Let me do this. It'll be fun.
Insert horrible joke about a Lolicon handing out candy on Halloween.
But yeah, I mean, check out VC stuff.
Truly frightening.
Check out Neon the magazine. Next issue coming in January. It's going to be ballin'. I've got some articles lined up. I know there's some people out there writing some articles for it. It's gonna be
have some illustrations I want to submit to you, by the way.
Beautiful.
Like, since you're doing mecha, I'll give some of my mecha stuff.
Beautiful. Send them to me when you get the chance.
Yeah, I'll probably do that this week.
Check out Iyashike at iyashike.moe. Check out... I would say check out Otaku Midnight, but they're on hiatus till December.
Yikes.
So check out the stuff they've recorded previously. Check out the Baka Gaijin show. They're really good as well. And
I do actually have one quick question before we roll out.
Do it.
As far as the older episodes, are they still in limbo?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
They're coming along. I'm just continuously working on it until I get to a point where I have a bunch that I can put in a zip file and then put up on the website.
Yeah, because I see like on the iTunes store, like the last one was like around June.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I'm Tom Enforcer Anubis.
I'm K-Gods.
I'm VZ Mark II.
And even though we get electrocuted at the beginning of the game every time we say it, this is NTR Radio.